Hi, long time no see. So I am coming in today, um, trying to do something which which feels very needed right now because um, I don't know how you are doing, but what I'm experiencing is that there's a lot of interference and there's a lot of um, fuckery and trickery and everything is within us, and we're like it's difficult to make sense of it, so we don't know what to do or what to feel or what to believe in, and it's becoming it's doing this thing. Sorry, I'm just gotta sit up. It's doing this thing where well, some of us are just finding or seeking whatever ways to just survive, and it's not being taken serious, and so I'm not used to like share personal stuff at all, in a way. I just try to share it more abstractly, but I'm seeing a need for like pressing a button or something, like an SOS kind of energy, because the situation is really getting serious, and the the unwillingness of some energies, but which are working in people, are just not acceptable. And the ways that this energy is working in some people is that they are trying to find a way out, because this is what happens. They have been within every one of us, and some of us have like worked consciously on this, and not just like put put their attention to that spirituality in a way of like saying that this is this and this is that, and more like trying to find real solutions to it. And this is the real danger. The people that are trying or finding, not even trying, the people that are finding solutions, being able to express how we get out of this or which way to walk to get somewhere, not just talking gibberish about star seeds and this and that, and being, I mean, that's, I'm sorry, but it's for the ego. I've said it before. Yes, there's a part of this in the path, but it's not important, because whatever you are showing it by how you are acting, and you will never access the true you if you're not doing the real work. So regardless if you're just bullshitting around and taking space which is not yours, you are messing with people that are really doing the work, like with their entire lives, and are in fucked up positions because of it, because it is a spiritual war. So it's no, we cannot even say anymore that it's like basically people that are struggling are more in truth. Yes, I'm talking in absolutes. Because absolutes are also a truth, but you cannot reach them before you have looked at all subjective truths first, because you don't know what's what. And so I'm just angry. Okay, I see that I'm talking again in bigger patterns, which I'm trying not to do this time. I'm trying to actually be more specific and share my path, but it's difficult because I'm not a squealer. I'm not a rat. I'm not seeking for attention. I'm not trying. I don't like to get help. I am very used to making it my own way, you know, like fixing my shit and taking responsibility for everything and more. Because not because I'm a martyr by by choice through my ego, but because I'm a martyr because I see that it's needed and it's possible. So if you see it and you see a path to do it, not to make others feel bad about themselves, but just because the situation is really getting out of hand, and people are trying, well, energies are fighting and trying to, through people, to get away with their lessons and to get away with what they came here to understand, if they choose to. But at the same time, this creates ripples because we are interconnected. So since we're interconnected, we end up with a fucked up world, you know? So it does affect everyone. And if you're not affected by it, well, you're dead, basically. I mean, even if it's not affecting you, it's affecting the world, and we should care, you know, because it's part of us. So yeah, so I'm sick. I'm very sick again, and I'm dealing with energies that are not fun. I'm trying to find ways out of it, but it's not easy. I understand that this particular energy is very butthurt, so you need to be very cautious and gentle, and at the same time it's holding the most precious people incarcerated, which makes it even more difficult, because it's like, you know, that deep within those people are as light as they are dark, but only by accepting their darkness will they be able to accept their light. So it just, and but her part is not making it easier, you know. So it gets tricky, because the but her part is where this is getting stagnated, because we don't want to take responsibility, because it's difficult, and we understand that we have a lot to do and more to do than we might have thought. But the thing is, you know, people that are actually finding the path, the real path, and that are speaking up as saying, well, that we know stuff and that we are important for this. It's not about we being important ourselves. I said this before, this is for everyone, but you need to do the work. So why the hate, you know? If you did the work, that's where you are, and if you didn't, well, it's not. But even so, when people will begin to see that now, those people will get hands to hold and be able to get help along the way. And you know, our part of what is being contributed, which is unity consciousness, it's just absolutes. We're not a real thing before, because that's how everyone got to be right, you know. But at the same time, it's not that one thing takes away the other. It's more that everything gets to be in. So absolutes as well, and timelines as well, and portals opening and closing also, you know. So there's no hating in understanding that if people will begin to wake up now, they will have hands to hold. This means that the hands you're holding will be from people that didn't have hands to hold, you know, and that did this all by themselves. So there's balance, because the knowledge comes from being bold and brave. And some things, I mean, this is a game. So if you look at a video game, and if you would be playing like different characters in a video game, once you find a treasure, when the other one comes behind, that treasure is found, you know. And it's not for you anymore, you know, because it's found. And it doesn't matter if you know it. It doesn't matter if you understand it. It actually, what matters in that position is that someone found it first, and that someone was willing to do it before you, you know. And that is also something that we need to respect and accept, because what is happening now is that the teachings are being used. They're trying to use the teachings that we found through pain and difficulties as human beings, as souls in humans. They're not trying to use our found knowledge to undo their own karma. And it won't work. Okay, it won't work, because the treasure is found. It won't have the same impact. What the only thing that will happen is that you will get some reward from maybe helping another to wait, my fucking phone is dying. Well, maybe I'm not supposed to do this. Maybe my phone is gonna die now and I don't have time to get my charger, so maybe I'm not gonna do this, but whatever. Let's just see what happens. Maybe you're just not supposed to give more than just give, and learn through that. And that will not undo your karma, but it will give you other experiences that will help you become more knowledgeable. And maybe you will understand what true worth is, and maybe you will understand what dharma actually is, and how this shit actually works from beneath, from deep from the depth, you know, not from what you can see, but from what you can understand and feel and experience, you know. It's not something you can touch, but my God, can you touch it with everything else, you know? So, well, yeah, I guess it's just time to understand value, worth. You don't like that, huh? and fuck shit.